be able to hear us now. And here we are. Hello.
Hey, hello.
Hi,
Hello.
hi. What's up? What's up? Hello, everybody. My name is Aubryn, in case you don't know. Hey, Prestige. Hi, Lee. Hi, Nikki. Hey, Trevor. Hey, Gary. Hi, Johnny. Did I miss anybody? Nikki, did I say hi? Yes, I think I did. If I missed you, just yell at me. Welcome in. My name is Aubryn. This is my weekly web concert in which I have a guest artist, and we take turns playing original music and just have a fun time. So my guest for this week is Helena Hallberg, and I met her actually last night in Nashville. Funny story, because we almost switched places in the rounds. Because so she was doing a photo shoot, right? You were doing a photo shoot with Anna Haas, who was the one who did who she directed my Medusa music video, which hopefully comes out in October. So Anna messaged me. She's like, "Hey, can you do me a favor, maybe, and switch places? I see you're in the later round, and can you switch places with Helena? We're doing a photo shoot. We might run over." I'm like, "Sure, I'll ask." So I called up Melody, and I'm like, "Can we switch?" She's like, "Okay, sure, that's cool with me." I'm like, "All right." So, I get there, and Helena's she got there before me, so there was no need to worry. And then Helena needed a guitar strap.
That's right. Chairs up there, and I was like, okay, this is not a friendly dulcimer. I need a strap for dulcimer situation. So you saved my ass, yeah.
Yep. So, woohoo.
Yeah.
And now she's doing me a favor by being on the show tonight. Because the person that I was supposed to have on is Mary Jennings, who also knows Anna, who is also part of my Medusa music video. But she got stuck in Burning Man. So she couldn't make it tonight. She's like, "You might want to find somebody else. I don't know when I'm going to be home." I'm like, "Oh, gotcha."
That's a whole situation, isn't it?
Yeah, I literally messaged Helena this morning, being like, "Hey, do you happen to be free tonight?" She's like, "I actually am." Really? And here we are. And there's the story of why Helena's here tonight.
Yeah.
Besides being an awesome singer-songwriter, musician, who plays a really cool instrument, of which I also have one. But what's on? Are those birds in your cutouts?
These are hummingbirds. Yeah.
Hummingbirds.
These are hummingbirds.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, I actually went to. So this is a made by a dulcimer maker named called Fullcraft is the brand, and it's a guy named Richard Ash who owns it, and they're based outside of Fort Wayne, Indiana, and. So I actually went there and because this is a custom build, and I went there and got to play their instruments and got to go to their workshop and everything.
Cool.
It was really, really cool. And yeah, that's why I chose the hummingbirds.
Right on.
Just kind of felt right,
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many dulcimers do you have?
I think I have 4 right now.
4?
Yeah, I had my first one. This is my only electric one, which is amazing. This is my working horse right here. And then I have a few others. I have one that's a Cedar Creek, which is it's got reindeer sound holes, so I kind of keep it for Christmas stuff, Yeah. And then I've got my very first dulcimer that I got that has a really cool story behind it as well. That I got in 2018 was my first instrument, and it was one of the 4 last dulcimers that dulcimer maker made before he died of cancer.
Oh, wow.
And he was Clarence McKinney is his name. I should shout him out. He's a very important builder. I got one of his last instruments, and that was my first dulcimer, and it was very cool and unique and a cool way to start playing the instrument. So.
Yeah, sounds like.
Yeah.
Well, I'm very glad that you're here. And
thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna get us started with a song, and then I'll let you go, and we're gonna take turns and play and all that kind of stuff. So
cool.
Yeah. Here we go. I think I'm gonna start off with this one. For some reason, I'm feeling it today. It's called "Climb That Mountain." Too many bills, not enough money. Too much work and not enough time. Too many bees and not enough honey. That don't keep me from trying. I lay down when I get tired. Find a place to rest my feet. When it's time to light that fire, strike a match, feel the heat. How am I gonna climb that mountain? Step by step by step. It's right there if I want it, but I'm never gonna get there if I think it's out of reach. Gotta start somewhere. I feel better when I get there. Sometimes I feel like giving up. There's a river out there somewhere, waiting for me to come and fill my empty cup. How am I gonna climb that mountain? Step by step by step. It's right there if I want it, but I'm never gonna get there if I think it's out of reach. Gotta start somewhere. Can't eat an apple in one bite. Can't learn a language in one night. Everything we're doing takes time. How am I gonna climb that mountain? Step by step by step. It's right there if I want it, but I'm never gonna get there if I think it's out of reach. Gotta start somewhere. Ooh, gotta start somewhere.
Hell yeah.
Oh, thank you. Johnny!
That's so cool.
Johnny, thank you so much for the tip. I so appreciate that. Thank you so much.
I am obsessed with, like, the upper range of your voice is so nice. Like, it's so clear and, like, on point. It's awesome. So cool.
Hell yeah. Thank you, thank you.
Cool.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, that was so cool. And I'm always a little, you know, I moved to Nashville like 2 months ago, so I'm not, I haven't been, and I'm from Europe, so I haven't actually been surrounded by like Americana very much in my life. And sometimes I'm like, oh shit, maybe like everyone is so like good in that niche. And I'm like, oh shit, now here I come with my weird different stuff. But you know, it's fun. And it's also a good exercise in being like, you're really good at this awesome thing that I love listening to and I so appreciate. But yeah, it's awesome. It's cool. It's being in good company, you know?
Yeah. So real quick before you start, where are you from?
Yeah, so I'm from Sweden. I'm Swedish, but I was actually born and raised mostly in Switzerland, which is not confusing at all. Yeah, and then I moved to the States 7 years ago. I got a scholarship to a conservatory in New York to study musical theater, actually, and just took the leap and went, and and then that somehow led me here.
You don't have an accent at all.
Yeah, I know. So I lived in the States from age 4 to 9 for 5 years, which is why I sound the way I do, because, you know, children just like pick up stuff like a sponge.
Aha.
Yeah. So it's always worth explaining because people are like, "What? How does that make sense?" And some people are like, "No, you're not." And I'm like, yes, I am. I am from Europe." It's very funny.
Another second question. How many languages do you speak?
So I grew up speaking 4.
Okay.
And then I lived in the French part of Switzerland. So I grew up speaking Swiss German, Swedish, English, and German. And then I lived in the French part of Switzerland. I went to uni in the French part of Switzerland. So my French is, I'm not, you can hear, some people say I have an American accent when I speak French, which is very weird.
Yeah.
Of all the languages. But yeah, it kind of.
I'd love to speak French with you sometime.
Yeah, on peut parler français, c'est pas problème. Yeah. No, so it's been a fun time.
Very cool.
Here.
You're so interesting. I actually just got back from a tour in Europe about a month ago.
Oh, cool. Where did you go?
We did 8 countries in like 14 days.
Nice.
So France, Switzerland, Liechtenstein, Germany, like 3 different places in Germany. Then we went to the Netherlands, Belgium, and then England.
Nice. Where did you play in Switzerland?
In Switzerland, we actually we went and kind of did not exactly busking. We had a friend of ours was busking in oh, hold on. I know.
Bern, Basel, Zurich, Geneva.
No, it's
Lausanne.
a French.
Lausanne, Neuchâtel.
No.
Bienne.
No.
Geneva.
No.
Montreux.
Montreux,
nice.
Yeah.
Oh, Montreux is beautiful.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
And expensive. Ah, va-vu. Bienvenue.
Ouais. Bienvenue.
Oui, elle parle français.
Ouais, bonsoir. Ouais. C'est trop chou ça. That's awesome. Yeah, Montreux is a great place. When I lived in Geneva, we used to go to the Christmas market in Montreux, which is like this gorgeous little picturesque market, and then you can get raclette. They basically serve it to you like in like a baguette, so it's kind of like a hot dog, but it's raclette. It's amazing.
Cool.
It's incredible. And the cheese is obviously delicious. So
I miss all of the food.
The food is good, and it's every time. I mean, I don't know if you experience this, but like every time I go back for more than like 2-3 weeks, I lose like 5 pounds.
Yeah,
it's insane. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, good quality food.
All right, I would love to hear a song from you now.
Yes. Okay. Well, I'm gonna share the first song I ever wrote on the dulcimer, which is called "Your Side of the Pillow," and it at the time was about my boyfriend. Who is now my husband, which is pretty neat. Yeah.
Real quick, Johnny, thank you for gifting us up to Sarah somebody. And also, hi, Sarah. You have Twitch. Sarah's in Asheville too.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah. Yeah, dulcimer. Take your drink. Follow me. 'Cause there's nowhere in the world I would rather be than with you on your side of the pillow. They may say, they may do, but as far as we're concerned, only half is true about who we are on that side of the pillow. On your side of This I know, you're the one who have trials and tribulations, but lots of fun when it's us on that side of the pillow. Things are soft, things are cool, and when we are raining high, there's one single rule in this land: on your side of the pillow. Then we'll have it all proverbial. We'll be hot and whole, in tune and all, and then we'll fall in love. Exactly what we're looking for. Somewhere to rest your head and all, on your side of the pillow. On your side of the pillow. On your side of the pillow. On your side of the pillow.
Gorgeous. Love that.
Thank you.
Hi, Dan. Welcome in. Love that. You played that last night. I recognize that.
Yeah, I did. I played it yesterday. It's kind of my opening song a lot of the time. It's a good warm-up song, and yeah, no, it's good.
Right on.
Yeah.
I usually like to try and find songs because I don't ever plan what I'm gonna play. So I usually I'm like, do I have a song that's like a similar vibe or like has something in common? Prestige wants to know how many strings a dulcimer has, and if it's the same as an accounting guitar.
An accounting guitar. I don't think I've
never
heard of that.
Oh, acoustic. I was like, accounting guitar. What does that mean? I thought that was a real thing. I'm fully on board.
Yeah, honestly, me too. Me too. So the dulcimer typically has either 4 or 3 strings. I play with 3 because I use it mostly as an accompanying instrument. With the 4-string dulcimer, the melody string, which is the highest string, usually has 2 strings, so it's a double string, so they're a little closer together. So that's better for like lead playing. And then there's also 6-string dulcimers that are mostly, a lot of the times they're chromatic, so they're obviously, it's like basically like a guitar. But yeah, standard is 3 or 4.
Yeah, the one that I have has 4 because
Nice.
it's got the
Yep.
doubled. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of, if I need the 4-string, I grab one of the other dulcimers, but I rarely do. I rarely need it. So
Yeah.
it's nice.
I didn't realize that that the ones with the double. I would figure that it would just give more overall sound. And have more of a mandolinish kind of vibe with the doubled. Yeah.
Totally. The problem is that because it's such a droney sound, you really don't get a deep, you don't get more dynamics. You just get more of the drone most of the time. So then it just becomes kind of not super useful. But it completely depends on who the player and preferences and all that stuff. So, yeah.
I'm learning all kinds of stuff tonight. I love it. I love it. Trying to think of what I did not play last night. I don't think I did Deep Deep Blue. Nice. That's the one. So last night was also TikTok night. So Helena also has a TikTok, and as do I. That's actually how I met Melody. Is that how you met her too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and through other Nashville people for sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Mostly TikTok though, yeah.
Yeah, so I might as well do this one. This is the one that I guess has the most views of any of my original songs on there. It's the video with the second most views. The first one involves phallic candy.
Nice.
Yeah. Yep.
They say to niche down on TikTok, right? So that makes sense. Phallic candy, that's very specific.
Yeah. A bag of dicks. Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. So there's this whole story behind that, but I try and hide that video now. If they want to go and look at my most, the videos with the most views, they can go searching for that. But yeah. So this is Deep Deep Blue, and I thought you were drowning. I dove out to sea. I thought I could save you, but the only one drowning was me. Your voice was so soothing, like a belly drum. I tried to sing with you, but the salty sea filled up my lungs. Oh, siren, siren, sing me to sleep. Make me shiver, make me weep. Siren, siren, I'll follow you into the deep, deep blue. The tides are your children, the waves your slaves. They're dragging me closer to my watery grave. What's up, JT Beeman? Hey, Alice. Oh, siren, siren, sing me to sleep. Make me shiver, make me weep. Siren, siren, I'll follow you into the deep, deep blue. I'm an anchor going under blue, sinking deeper into darkness blue, turning slowly into black. Will I ever get back? Sirène, sirène, peux-tu chanter, frissonner, faire vibrer? Sirène, sirène, n'importe où, te suivre jusqu'au bout. So this is drowning, this is how I die. If I'd never heard you, maybe I would be dry.
Holy shit, that was so cool.
Thank you.
You really, again, I'm like the high register is so fucking cool. I love how you, like a siren song seems exactly the right way to showcase that. Yeah.
Thank you.
And the little French. I fucking loved it.
Yeah, I have an entire version in French. I actually released a 7-song EP in French right before I went to Europe.
Nice.
2 originals and 5 covers. Maybe I'll do the other original tonight.
Yeah.
The one I actually wrote entirely in French. There's not an English version.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's awesome. Did you ever watch What We Do in the Shadows?
Yes, I love that show and the movie.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, the movie too. Yeah, totally. No, it's funny. I had this view of do you remember how they depicted the siren in that show?
Kind of.
It was just like not at all what one associates with siren. It was like this like half chicken, half woman. Like it was, it was so messed up. But it was so funny.
So it's like the original. Because
oh, is it?
Well, yeah, it's like there's statues and stuff of like sirens, and they have wings and stuff like that.
Right.
So it's not like a mermaid.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of debate on because originally they weren't described in how they look. It was just like their voices.
Yeah.
Right. So people kind of made up their own interpretations and stuff, and like there's the kind of mermaidy interpretation, and there's also like a bird person interpretation.
Gotcha. Well, they clearly kept it real then.
They're good at keeping it real.
Yeah, they are. It's awesome.
I love it.
They really are.
Yeah. All right, what you got?
I don't have a song about sirens, unfortunately. I would love to continue with the either ocean themed or whatever. Cool. But I mean I say I would love to. I can't because I don't have any specific songs like that. I do have so I speaking about languages and countries in Switzerland. Let me actually rethink for a second. I'm still in D, I believe. This is the thing with the dulcimer is that I love it so much, but because you can't just put a capo on it.
Right. You have to retune it every time you want to play something in a different key.
Yeah, I mean that's why I usually I'm very specific about my sets because I have the guitar and I have the dulcimer and most of my guitar songs are in open tuning. Oh. So I in different open tunings. So it's always like, okay, I got to start here and then I'm going to switch over to the guitar and then chatting about this song will give me time to retune here. Like it's like it's like a fucking puzzle. Right. It's a puzzle to get it together.
Yeah. Nikki wants to know about your social links. Where can we find you?
I am Helena Hallberg music everywhere.
Perfect.
Usually the yellow icon. Actually, I say usually. Always, it's the yellow one. It's a good way to.
Okay.
But yeah, Helena Hallberg music. I'm on TikTok. Obviously, we talked about that. Instagram, and then YouTube as well. I do dulcimer tutorials. If anyone loves Joni Mitchell as much as I do, I have made just tutorials of her songs because I realized that there weren't really any. You know how Joni Mitchell, she provides all the sheet music for all of her music online for free. Yeah. And there weren't really many updated tutorials kind of because the age range of dulcimer players is usually 50, 60 plus, and they're not always the most literate in YouTube stuff.
I have another friend that I actually just saw. He went to the house where she wrote California and played the dulcimer outside of her house.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. He's young too. He's probably our age.
Nice. Yeah, I mean Joni Mitchell touched so many people and has having such a fucking revival now. It's awesome.
I noticed also on your website that you've got a chroma harp. I've got one of those as well.
I wanted to talk to you about that because I saw you had an omnichord. Yep. Right? So the auto harp phase, I had that for a little bit and then I was and then I got obsessed with the dulcimer, so I switched over. But I've wanted an omnichord for so long. I bid on one on Reverb and bought it, and then I couldn't afford it, and it was it's like a whole thing.
I think mine is maybe missing one string.
Okay.
But other than that, it works great. It came with the tuner thing.
Yeah, yours is. Do you have an auto harp or an omnichord?
I'll show you. I'll find it. It's right there.
Yeah, you're fine.
I'll pull it out. By the time you're done with the song, I'll have it out.
Nice. Okay, yeah. it's a fun instrument. I really want an omnichord because it's like basically, for those of you who don't know, it's
no, not an omnichord. It's a chroma harp.
It's a chroma harp.
Chroma harp. Yeah, no, but
gotcha.
But Rachel Pearl has an omnichord.
Oh.
And I have wanted one of those. That's like the electronic kind of.
Yeah. Okay. Because I do remember seeing something, but then yeah, those are fucking awesome. Yeah, you're gonna have to pull it out now.
There's my chroma harp.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
One of these.
Yeah. It's an Oscar Schmidt, right? I think. Oh no, it's I see the gold now.
Yeah, by Rhythm Band.
Rhythm Band. Okay, yeah.
Chroma harp.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I love auto harps. They're cool, and they're like very similarly to the dulcimer. There's a bunch of different variations, and you kind of just like make things up as you go along, sort of like, you get one and then you're like, oh, but I actually want to use it this way, and then you get something that's more to your
right.
And that's really cool because I feel like that's like very much in the spirit of folk music, so it's really fun.
Every time it lands on that in my quest for a song thing, I'm like, no.
Yeah, it's funny. It took a while for me to be able to learn it without like looking. You know what I mean? Because it's like facing away from you, but it's good. All right, I'm gonna play a song that is inspired by. Actually, what am I talking about? I do have something ocean themed. So I have something lighthouse themed. I'm just gonna share that song. So there's a lighthouse in Sweden, in this little fishing village in Sweden, where my grandmother lived until she passed away recently. And this lighthouse became very much like a place where I go back to every year, and I'm able to like take stock and figure out how that year has gone. And like I had a period in my life where I was working in finance and I was not doing art stuff at all. Like I was not writing music, I was not doing anything, and I was fucking depressed. And I got to a point where I was, and I came back to this lighthouse and I was like, holy shit, something's got to change. So so this song is called Lighthouse. It's also very cool. The first person who got to hear it was my grandmother, who passed away a few months later. So it's very meaningful. But here is Lighthouse. Oh, I've been shedding all these fears now. Once in a while, life comes rushing through. And on the stony steps up to the lighthouse, start looking back on the things that grew me. Oh, it happens at the lighthouse, so where the sun goes down over the horizon. See me at the lighthouse. Oh, each year as I grow older, sunlight runs through me like a ripple on the ocean air, and all the turns that threw me, all connected as I'm standing there, feeling the ripple. I get hung up on little things that I'm not proud of. Hollow distractions come so easy. But if you don't care, then they won't care, and maybe that's the answer to find the life you want to see. Oh, but it may be at the lighthouse, so where the sun goes down over the horizon. See me at the lighthouse.
I almost hit the wrong button. I love that. It's very. We also got rated. Hello, Voices, Chris. This is Helena Hallberg to everybody who might be new. Hi, Dana. Hi, Sarah. All my friends are here. Hello. Cyclo Music.
Hello.
What's going on? Welcome in. So, do you know what a raid is on Twitch?
I don't. For everyone, Aubryn, you are introducing me to a whole new world here, so I have no fucking clue.
Yes. So Helena is not on Twitch yet. But so a raid is basically when you are done with your stream, and you want to like log off and everything. Instead of just ending the stream, you can move all of your viewers over to somebody else's channel. So Voices Chris just had a stream. I hope it went really well. How'd it go? What'd you do? And yeah, and then rated us afterwards.
Hell yeah, it's like an after party.
And we wanted to be here.
Awesome.
Aw. Well, thanks. I'm glad you are here. Thanks for coming over.
Cool.
Yeah. So, there you go. That's one of the coolest things I think about Twitch is, you know, you can support other streamers and stuff, you know, that way.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of how I felt about TikTok to a certain extent, because like it's such a community building, like whatever you think about it, just like purely in its functionality, it's easy to build a community there. And because your content is shown to people that don't know you. So yeah. I mean, same as you, that's, you know, you said that's how you got to know Melody, and there's so many cool female artists that I've gotten to know through TikTok, and it's just such a fun vibe. I actually originally got to meet Melody
because I saw a video of hers where she was like offering to give advice on a song or something.
Oh, nice.
She's like, you know, most people don't give, super real honest advice and, feedback.
Yeah.
You don't get that usually from your friends and family because they're biased for one thing, and they also don't want to hurt your feelings. She's like, I don't know you, so I'm going to be honest. Yeah, and then she ended up also liking my music, which was cool. And just, we followed each other, and the rest is history. Yeah, that's awesome. But your family sounds very much nicer than mine. Mine is like, I can't. Oh no. I can't show my family any music because they'll just be like, that's bad. You shouldn't. That's not good. Like, well, that's rude. It's nice to that constructive feedback. My mom's pretty honest. My mom's pretty honest. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah. Yeah, but it is you can be honest, but also like feedback not be like super constructive. And I feel like someone like Melody is probably really good at like giving helpful input. Art is absolutely subjective. Yeah. And we're gonna leave it at that. Yeah. And if there's a particular song y'all want to, dude is subjective. So we have a bot in here that it's called Buttspot, and it's originally programmed to change random words from the chat that people say into the word but we could change it at one point, and so I changed it to dude at one point, and now it's too complicated for me to change it back or to anything else, so I'm just keeping it dude, so randomly it will set dude in sentences that people have said.
Also, do you see this thing about your mom drove someone for 30 minutes until you're up
Dana.
Oh, girl, that's so awesome.
That's so cute.
That's so sweet.
Aw. Yeah. I love that. That sounds like my mom. Aw. She stopped being like super duper critical of me when I was like 25 or 26. And then she's like, "Oh, your voice doesn't hurt me anymore." Thanks, Mom. Yeah. Yep. So
fun stuff.
Oh yeah. Well, it was like just like when I was like straining and stuff and like trying to hit notes that I you know.
Right. It might, like, also, like, not to open this can of worms, but, like, our voices don't mature until we're 24, 25. So that would make sense of the timeline, I feel like.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll go with that.
We'll go with that, yeah.
I want to play my new song.
Nice.
This is called Drowning Me, or Burden, in parentheses. Oh, did you? Aw. Aw. That's so nice. Very cool. She's a sweetheart. Okay. So newish song. We actually wrote this. We finished this on stream. We wrote the entire thing while broadcasting. It was part of the Quest for a Song series that I do. But I need to. I have a few that I have not edited down for TikTok yet that I need to do. I have lots of stuff that I need to edit. And I felt the urge to get back into doing that kind of stuff because I took a break for a bit and now I'm like ready to get back at it. I'm like, ooh, I want to do all the the video editing now.
Nice, yeah.
So, yay. I just felt that surge. I'm like, yay. Oh, good. I got that back because I lost it for a while. I got burnt out.
Yeah.
But I also, I also found this program that will edit out all of the silence for you.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So, like, you know, talking videos and stuff, it can condense all of that and do most of the... Yeah.
The millennial pause. I've learned about this. Yeah.
Well, and I tend to say words multiple times, almost like a kind of a stutter, but not quite. It's like a hesitation. It's really annoying. So I edit all of that out when I'm editing videos and stuff like that. Yeah. So yeah, I feel like it's an ADHD thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
I feel you.
I need time to buffer, exactly. My brain needs to find the words before we can get to the point. It drives my partner insane. I apologize, but I just how my brain works. Or doesn't, you know. Hi, Muppets. All right, so this is Drowning Me. Am I the anchor you forgot about? Dragging you down and holding you back. Am I keeping you from sailing free? Are you shackled because of me? Oh, and how the hell do I let go when I'm caught up in your ocean's ebb and flow? And how the hell did I not see that I'm the only one who's drowning me? Molly, thank you for the tip. There was a time we held each other up, and when I went under, you dive into. But you let go of me some time ago and left me clinging on to you. Oh, and how the hell did I let go when I'm caught up in your ocean's ebb and flow? And how the hell did I not see that I'm the only one could have let go long ago, but I was caught up in your ocean's ebb and flow. It took me far too long to see that I was the only one who was drowning me.
Wow. That's really cool.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so I love the honesty in your lyrics. Like you're very good at clearly communicating those things.
Oh,
which
thank
is
you.
really awesome. Yeah.
I appreciate
I'm actually that kind of inspires me to switch, do something different because this is my first live stream. I'm gonna like switch it up a little bit. Do you want to mute this on your end while I switch, or should I do it on my end?
I'll mute you. And then just give me a thumbs up when you come back. Okay, muted. Okay.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Noise.
If the guitar can come up just a touch. Yeah. It should be good.
Great. This is a brand new guitar. It's very it's fun. Yesterday was actually the first time I played it, which is like, you know, you book a photo shoot and a gig on the same day, then you're done later than you think, and then you forget your guitar strap. Also, I forgot my entire pick pouch. So I was borrowing a pick, and then it was the first time I was playing this guitar, and I was like, wow, I really just like did not set myself up for success.
Right.
But you know, you live and learn.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed.
No, I wanted to switch because I feel like this subject of drowning, and you know, obviously it can be interpreted many different ways, but I love writing about mental health. I think it's one of the things that it's actually, I think I read a statistic that it's the subject that is most on the rise in terms of what songwriters write about, which I don't think is, you know, strange at all in today's world. So I have a, sorry, I'm just gonna, so I have an album coming out, and a few songs of that album are about mental health, and there's one song on there called Aesthetics of Sorrow, which I tend to see colors and things, and I'm sure it's also partially an ADHD thing. Yeah. But the first track on the album is called Aesthetics of Sorrow. And I just feel like I wanted to show you that.
Beautiful title.
Share that song, you know. Thank you.
Real quick, I just noticed. First of all, Alice, thank you for your tip as well. I don't know that I thanked you out loud. I appreciate that. And we're having like the fairies from Sleeping Beauty moment. Red, no. Blue, no. Pink, no. So I just thought that was really funny, and I wanted to mention that right before you started playing.
Hell yeah. Yellow. I see a lot of yellow. I love yellow. Yellow is my favorite color. It's funny how I'm like, somebody asked me recently, they were like, oh, what's your favorite color? And I said, oh, FEC 901. And I like, for some reason, it's like, yeah, that's the exact shade of yellow that I like. And then they were like, what are you talking about? And I was like,
it's the hex code.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And so then both were like, okay, yellow. Now we got
yeah. Well, then yeah. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, wait, so they can control the lights, and that is so cool. See, these are the things I'm learning here on the Twitch stream. You guys, that's so fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here for my first Twitch experience and being so... Sorry.
Hey, Jules. Oh, hydrate. If you have water, drink some.
Sorry.
You're totally fine.
I'm just gonna tune this real quick. it's funny.
Right.
My every time I have certain friends, certain musician friends who when you ask them for a tuner, they say you have one on either side of your head. And
lame.
I'm always like, I understand that, but I want a proper one because I don't trust
my built-in tuners.
Exactly. Yeah, so this is Aesthetics of Sorrow.
Hi, Molly.
Blue and gold and sad all over, black as night but clear as day, loss of love and four-leaf clover, disappointment and dismay. Oh, but sorrow has its own aesthetic, the way it wraps you up when you feel alone. Oh, sorrow has its own aesthetic, the moment with the sailing helps you grow. And you try the best that you can to smile real good for the cameraman, but there's something about those melancholy days, those sorrow days. Green and gold and hard to swallow, laughing stock and all along that sunken place you come to wallow.
Lovely. Okay.
Thank you.
So we have an ad break coming up soon. And
Cool.
I usually do like a little interview section and we kind of play like a game.
Oh, cool.
So let me tell you about the game really quick. I'll review, the rules and stuff. Basically what I like to do is I'll ask you like a few, basic questions that are easy for you to answer.
Cool.
And and then I like to play what I call bad lip reading interview. So I will deafen you, basically. I will mute myself so you cannot hear me. And then I will ask you a question that you will have to, based off of, I'm going to try and over-exaggerate the first word of the question so you have an idea of how to answer. But don't worry if you don't get the actual question. Because the point is not to be really good at the game and guess what I'm saying. The point is to answer in a way that, because the audience is going to hear both of us.
Okay.
So, the more ridiculous, the better, honestly.
Cool.
And then you'll get a chance to ask me questions too. So I'll say like 3 questions each.
Great.
Yeah, and then we'll get back to music after that. So
That's so cool.
yeah.
Let me make sure I like see your lips.
Oh yeah. Well, let me actually also do this so that. Well, I'll also have it on a different. I'll have it on a different screen when we actually do the bad lip reading interview. So, for anybody who is not subscribed, you will be getting an ad. It'll last about 3 minutes, and then you'll be back. If you are subscribed, then you will not get the ad. Yay! And it is September, which means that subscriptions are reduced during the month of September. So, and this includes like if you want to upgrade your subscription as well, you get a discount on the upgrade. Also, for if you want to subscribe for a longer amount of time, you can also do that. And it also, Johnny, thank you for gifting 5 subs. My goodness, and thank you for gifting a sub to Jules. I saw that I did this kind of thing, but I realized I did not say it out loud. You want the ad? How many licks does it take to get to the center ad? Nikki, you're ridiculous. It looks like we're getting closer to our sub goal too, a little bit. We have 134
That's good, right?
Right now, and I think the goal is 175 currently, I believe. So anyways, I am going to run the ad now, and I'm going to start the interview.
Great.
Yeah. Here we go. So, I'm going to put my guitar down. So, Helena Hallberg, is that your given name?
It's not. Well, Helena is. Hallberg is my mother's maiden name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I just really like the alliteration, and it's nice to set yourself apart from your actual legal entity sometimes.
Yeah. Hi, Soda Princess. I don't know if Soda Princess can even hear me, but they can see me. She can see me. Yeah, cool. And where were you born? You said Sweden?
I was born in Zurich, Switzerland.
Oh, Switzerland. Okay, you were born in Switzerland. You said you lived in Sweden, though?
Well, my parents are from Sweden,
oh,
so I spent
okay.
most of my life like between Sweden and Switzerland, going
Gotcha.
Between the two a lot.
Except for when you were like between 4 and 9 and living in the States. That's
right.
I remember. My brain's not a complete sieve sometimes. Now and then it remembers things. Which is... I'm always surprised when I remember things. So very cool. So do you come from a musical family?
I sort of. My mom plays piano, and my great aunt was actually a pretty known actress.
Oh, cool.
And yeah, my great grandmother was a piano teacher, but that's pretty much it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Right on. So what was your first instrument?
My first instrument was piano. I started playing piano when I was 4. And then I picked up the guitar when I was I think 14 or something. And then my wrists got too weak for playing guitar, which is why I switched to the dulcimer.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, like I can't do a single bar chord on the guitar because my wrists just don't let me do it. Just
interesting.
Crazy. Yeah.
Huh. So how many other instruments do you play?
I mean, it's with the guitar is guitar, piano, dulcimer. I mean, ukulele, all that, like bass, all that, basically adjacent stuff.
Right.
But I wouldn't say I wouldn't. Drums is the one thing I can play like a simple backbeat on, but that's where it ends. Like
Johnny, of course, noticed the drums in the background. He's a drummer.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, these are my husband's drums. It's the nice. It's the Questlove drum kit, which is this like awesome, affordable, small drum kit. So that's what we have, and it kind of sits here until we pull it out. And it's a vibe. It's cool.
Right on.
Yeah.
Awesome. So how many different places have you lived?
I've lived in, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 7 probably.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of. We kind of went back to similar to to Zurich after we lived in the States. So yeah, haven't been that many, but probably more than average.
Right on. Very cool. Trevor wants to know who your biggest musical influence is.
It's got to be Joni Mitchell.
I knew that was going to be the answer.
Oh yeah, no. I literally have a thing where this album that I'm releasing is every single song can be, there's some kind of tie back to one of the Joni Mitchell albums. Like there's one to Big Yellow Taxi, there's one to Hejira, there's one to like several to Blue. So I love Joni Mitchell, but I also love ABBA. I grew up with a lot of ABBA, so I tend to say that my style is somewhere between Joni Mitchell and ABBA, Yeah.
Very cool. Okay. Do you have any like music coming out soon or
Oh yeah.
anything to promote?
This is actually kind of still a secret, but I'm the first single off this upcoming album is actually being released on October 6th.
Nice.
And then I have singles coming out, and then the album is going to come out in early 2024.
Less than a week before my birthday.
Oh, nice.
My birthday's October 11th.
Oh, nice. Great. Well, that must mean that's good luck, right? Like that's got to be a positive thing. I feel
for sure.
like.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah. No. So I've got music coming out for sure. There's actually a lot that's about to go down. So it's really really fun. It's been a long road here, obviously, but it's about to get crazy. So yeah.
Word.
It's fun.
Word.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else you want to mention before we go into the game?
No, I'm just happy to be here. This is so cool. I just want to thank you because this is a really cool experience. And we literally met last night. So
literally.
That's awesome. That's so Nashville, I feel like.
Yeah. And that's kind of been my MO for most of the time that I've lived here. I've been here for 14 years.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been doing this show for almost 11.
You know this place, would you say?
Yeah, I've lived in almost, in most parts of Nashville. I started off in kind of the Donaldson-ish area and then moved to West Nashville and then East Nashville and then Madison and now Gallatin. Nice. And so I've been, kind of all over the place.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I still feel very new. So if there's anything, I have a question, you might just get a text from me.
All right. I will do my best. I don't get out a whole lot lately because Gallatin is a little far from most places, but
gotcha. Yeah.
I will do my best.
Cool.
All right. I believe it is time for the bad lip reading interview. Here we go. Bad lip reading. Yes, I have a little intro for it.
That's so cool.
You probably couldn't hear it, but it was like a harmony. Bad lip reading.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So here we go. We are doing a bad lip reading interview. I'm going to ask Helena a question, and then she's going to ask me a question. But the catch is that the person being asked the question will not be able to hear the person asking the question. So good luck, basically, to us. Yeah, and I try, like I said, to overemphasize the first word. If you don't have any idea, you can look to the chat. Usually Trevor will tell you the first word. That's all they're allowed to tell you. Okay. Please do not cheat. Okay. The only word you're allowed to say is the first word.
Okay.
Okay? Unless it's like how much or how many. Right? Okay. But like how... Yeah. So, okay. I will ask you a question first. And then, and then I usually will ask a follow-up question just for funsies. And then we will switch off. So.
Cool.
All right. Question number 1. Who did your hair? Who?
That is so hard. I have no idea what you said. Okay. Okay.
So the first word was who?
Okay. Who, well, you already asked about my musical influences, so, who inspired you to move to Nashville is what you asked. That might be it. And it was probably my friend Mary Bragg who went to grad school with me.
I love Mary Bragg.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I know she knows everyone in this town. It is insane. Yeah. We went to grad school together, graduated last year together, and her and her partner sat us down. Huh. And we're like, hey, we're moving back to Nashville, and maybe you should consider coming along. And we were like,
Yeah. I actually met her at the Kerrville Folk Festival.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we were finalists in together in 2015.
Cool.
She's excellent. Man, what a voice, too. Like.
Oh, yeah.
She's great.
Oh, yeah. She's incredible.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. The question was, who did your hair?
Do I answer that too?
You can if you want to, but
I went to Local Honey. It was recommended to me. Cool. Yeah, that I feel like that's like the vibe. Mm-hmm. I had a great hair person in Brooklyn, and so now I'm you make the journey of finding your person again, right, with your hair. Right. So yeah, that's it.
Yep. All right, it's your turn. I'm going to unplug my headphones. When you ask the question, put your finger up so that I know that you're actually asking the question.
Okay.
I'm ready. Okay. Let's go.
Mm-hmm. All right. How long has your hair been purple?
Okay. I think I got a how long, maybe? I'm going to say probably, a long time. It's probably been, the Earth is like how many millions of years old? Probably since the dinosaurs roamed the Earth.
Sure.
Yep, for sure. Yep, that's gonna be my answer there. So.
Well, I'm happy to announce that your hair has been purple since the dinosaurs.
Fantastic. Since the dinosaurs roamed the Earth, yes.
Yeah.
I love it. Game. That's great. Oh, you put my birthday in your calendar, Johnny? That's awesome. Yeah, Trevor's birthday is the day before mine. Trevor, a.k.a. Taylor fan. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Next question. Okay. Where did you put the last packet of cheese? Oh, where did you put?
I saw a what?
Where?
Oh, you're asking.
Where did you put the last packet of cheese?
Okay. Where do I live? I live in East Nashville. I live in Inglewood. which is apparently Inglewood up to no good, apparently, is the saying.
Okay. But like, can you, I mean, I'm not going to make you get like super specific, but like, you know, is it in the fridge or like?
You know,
or did you bring it
Inglewood is
over
in the fridge
somewhere else?
sometimes.
Like,
What?
I mean, it could be anywhere, honestly, but I'm just asking because, you know, I've had a craving, so.
You're asking where. Now I'm seeing California knows how to party in the city, and I don't, fridge. Here it's where, fridge, and California. Those are my leads right now. Yeah, I keep my nail polish in the fridge sometimes. Yeah.
I asked you, where did you put the last packet of cheese?
Ah, yes. I actually put the last packet of cheese in the freezer because we have a lot of Swiss cheese that I bring over from Switzerland.
Good call.
We put it all in the freezer and then we use it. And it's great because you can grate frozen cheese and just not even thaw the cheese. So it's great.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Why didn't I think about that?
I love cheese questions.
All right, your turn to ask me another question, and then we'll have one more after that. So we've had like a who, where, and how long.
Okay.
So far.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I am unplugged. I cannot hear you. I'm ready.
Which is your favorite instrument that you own?
Oh, man. I knew you were going to ask this question. I just knew it. I don't know how I knew it. I just did. And the question is, you know, it's a good question. It's a really good question. I think probably my answer is going to surprise you. Right? I think probably, I mean, definitely Nutter Butter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's final answer.
Yeah. You've got some weird names for your instruments. That's all I'll say. Yeah. Yeah. Do you feel like Nutter Butter like sounds good?
Yeah. I think so. I mean, you know, you get the peanut butter in there. You know, you got the Yeah, for sure.
Sure. Sure. Yeah, the musical peanut butter. I like this. We can just keep talking. It makes sense if you think everything is metaphorical. Like I like it.
Yeah.
My question was, which is your favorite instrument?
Yes,
and you
the
said,
Nutter Butter.
Nutter Butter.
I did say it was going to probably surprise you.
Yeah, it very much did.
See, now I need to like do a video just with sounds that a Nutter Butter can make.
Yeah, just sample that shit. Sounds great.
Now I really want a Nutter Butter. Why did that come into my brain in the first place? No idea. No idea.
They're good though. I get it.
Oh yeah. I will eat an entire package of Nutter Butters if I had one right now. My self-control is not super good when it comes to tasty foods.
Yeah. Oh man.
All right. Let's see. Okay. One more question. Okay. When did you learn how to speak? When?
When?
Yes.
When? When?
You don't have to guess the question, or at least you don't have to say it out loud. What you think the question is?
I have. Well, I should answer something, right? Like, yeah. When did I start songwriting? Yeah, that's a great question. I like that question.
Oh wow! The same time? Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It was the same time, and I was 12. and it was great. And the song, and like a year later, when I was 13, I wrote a song that is still my most popular song to this day.
Wow.
Which is sad in a way, because I went to two very esteemed music conservatories.
Wow.
And it did
but
apparently nothing for commercial
without
success,
being able to speak before you were 12, that's amazing.
I know.
Yeah.
You know, mother said I was a dancer before I could walk. She said I began to sing long before I could talk, something like that.
Okay, yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
The question was, when did you learn how to speak?
Oh.
So your answer was, when I was 12?
Yeah. Yep. I was a late bloomer.
Yeah, there you go.
I should have been like, yeah, it was really early, actually. I started, it was at 12, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, I have to go back into the chat really quick because Nikki, did you make a? Nikki has the best autocorrect fails, and I thought that I saw that she did one, but yeah, Prestige did call an acoustic guitar a counting guitar tonight. That is true. Okay. Oh, I see. You're just getting confused. Okay. I believe you have one more question for me, and then we'll go back to playing music.
Yeah.
For a couple more songs each.
Great.
Maybe 3 more songs each, if we can fit them in. Okay. I am unplugged. I'm ready.
What was the first song you wrote called?
I'm gonna say this is just like the first thing that pops into my brain, because I don't know, but I'm gonna say probably the Star Spangled Banner. Yeah, that one for sure. Let me come back really quick, and you can ask me a follow-up question if you want, because I know
that's great. So when was that?
Oh, I definitely took a time machine and went back in time.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So so time is irrelevant in that case.
Totally.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
I can tell you probably how old I was though.
Really?
I was probably like 7. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Like, yeah. That's what a 7-year-old would do, you know?
Yeah. For sure.
Totally.
Was the question what was the first song you ever wrote?
Yes. Like, what was it called? And you go, The Star Spangled Banner.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just like, what's the most random, ridiculous answer that I could possibly say to this? There you go. First song that popped into my brain for some reason.
Love
there we
that.
are. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Love that. That's so cool.
Well, thank you so much for humoring me, and
hell yeah,
this is super fun. We're gonna get back and play a couple more songs each, and probably maybe like 3 more each, because we got about a half an hour or so left.
Mm-hmm.
And so this has been a Bad Lip Reading interview. Bad Lip Reading. All right, and we are back, and so I don't remember who played last. So
no, I think was it me? I feel like
I'm not sure, but if you would like to play it, because if we have 3 more each left, I can play the final song.
Yeah,
that way if you play now.
Great.
Yeah,
absolutely. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the guitar.
Okay, dokie.
Okay, dokie.
I like naps too, Johnny. Oh, yes. I don't know who needs to hear this, but you should probably switch over the laundry. Most of the time, it's me that needs to hear that. You closing your laundry from 2 days ago, Nikki? My goodness. Yeah, you should do that. Go do it.
Yeah, switching over that laundry is important. Cool. Well, this first one I want to share, it's called Epithet. It is wink wink, also the name of the album I'm about to drop. But it started because this guy called me a Nazi for playing at like a bar that supported like LGBTQ plus, it's a very feminist bar, and it's very like welcoming to queer people. And apparently some people see that as right wing, which is very weird.
What?
But yeah, I don't know. I don't really think he was just trying to like make me feel really bad,
What a jerk.
I know. And he wrote me an email. Like, it was like, he was this old Austrian dude, and it was this bar in Zurich, and it was a weird situation. But anyway, and it got me thinking about like catcalling and, basically just, epithets. So, which is, anything that you can be reduced down to. So,
yeah.
So I wrote this song, and it's really cool. We did a music video of it and everything, which features this awesome organization called Catcalls of NYC. And they chalk catcalls on the street, like on the sidewalks of New York, which is really cool. And they came and did that in the video. But yeah, that's all like secret information. So this song's called Epithet.
All right.
Orange cones on Harmon Street, scaffolding in the summer heat, a stop and stare, a sidewalk glare, attention to ignore, a power trip, an ugly lip that I did not ask for. Oh, here comes another epithet from a man that I have never met. I hear it come and go. All at once I'm reduced to an epithet, made to feel like this is what I get, like I'm putting on a show, as if they ever even know. Uptown nights in diving bars, just a few lewd comments and unseen scars, a patriarchal fantasy has come to take its place. I turn around and tell him to shut up for his own sake. Oh, here comes another epithet from a man that I have never met. I hear it come and go. All at once I'm reduced to an epithet, made to feel like this is what I get, like I'm putting on a show, as if they ever even know. Oh, but it's fine, it's fine, I'm fine. These names, they fade in time, but I don't think I can wait for that moment to arrive. So maybe I should say something, say. Well, I'm so
I recognize that one from last night too.
Yeah. It's a fun one.
Yeah.
It's a fun one.
I knew the word epithet, but I wanted to look it up and put it in the chat for anybody who might not know it. And I'm like, I think I know what this means, but I don't know that I really know. So
totally.
Yeah.
It's not the most common of words, yeah.
Right. So, so now you all know, if you're reading the chat, an epithet is a literary device that describes a person, place, or thing. It can be a descriptive word or phrase that accompanies or replaces the name of a person or thing. For example, Richard the Lionhearted or Tommy the Terrible are epithets. They can be used in a positive or negative way. The King of Rock and Roll, Elvis Presley. That's an epithet for him. Yeah.
Yep.
Now you all know. Yeah. Man, love it. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think I might play. Let's see. So I have a song where a kraken falls in love with a ship. And it's called Only You. And I think that's I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that song. Nymeria has decided to lay in front of the door instead of on her bed.
Oh.
She's ridiculous. I love her. But she's ridiculous. Here we go. What are you doing here, you lonely thing, lost in the cold sea air? Hold on. I need the lyrics really quick. Oh. Nope, I got it. What are you doing here, you lonely thing, lost in the cold sea air? I wouldn't want for you to sink, sink, sink with your stern so fair. What a fine-looking figurehead you hold so close to your breast. Does she protect you when the sea goes red? Or from your clutches can she be rest? And I will hold you in my many arms. Oh, my love is true. Come with me, my darling. For me there is only you. If I come closer, will you turn from me and leave me wondering why? You're not the first to turn around and leave, but I'm weary of goodbyes, and I will hold you in my many arms. Oh, my love is true. Come with me, my darling. For me, there is only you. Oh, 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 What have I done for you to hurt me so? Have you been wronged in the past? I'll bear these wounds you leave with every blow until the very last. And I will hold you in my lonely arms. Oh, my love is true. Come with me, my darling. For me, there is only
That's so beautiful.
Thank you.
Do you ever like? Have you or will you ever live by the sea? Because I feel like
I grew up in San Diego.
I love that.
My grandparents pretty much always lived on a lake.
Oh, nice.
So,
yeah. Do you think that that's part of why there's
probably
the sea calls you lyrically? That's cool. That's awesome.
I think cool. Vocally, a lot of my strong, the part of my voice that my mom loves the most aligns with like sirens and stuff like that.
Yeah, so. Yeah. I love that.
But yeah, my grandpa was also in the Navy. And,
cool.
Yeah, and then I have another song. Oh, you know what? I'll play 15 Knots next. That one is inspired by a true story from a friend who was in the Navy as well.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah, I'll play that next. I have lots of sea songs.
Do you have, like, you said you released an EP in French. Do you have one that's, like, nautical themed? Or, like, sea themed, rather?
So that was, like, going to be my next album. My song Deep, Deep Blue is out. But I wanted to do a whole album because I have another, I've got, a bunch of sea-themed songs, and I kind of wanted to do, the album was going to be called Deep, Deep Blue, and I have all of my, kind of sea-themed songs on there. Yeah. But I can't really afford it at the moment.
Listen. Yeah. The constant struggle of a musician, wanting to create more revenue, bringing things, but not having the revenue to do so.
Right. Yeah. So I may end up doing some sort of fundraiser at some point.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
Yeah. Or maybe just kind of go, a song at a time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. One of the reasons I was so excited to move to Nashville is because I do a lot of production work, like I work as a producer, and in New York they've been few and far between, but here I feel like there's really a need for a kind of space to work with someone who produces things but also doesn't cost that much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, I have a guy that I would love to do all of that with. But like the minimum without hiring other musicians is at least $800.
Yeah.
Minimum.
Yep.
And it's usually quite a bit more than that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think Deep Deep Blue was about $1,200.
Yeah.
So.
Yep, that makes sense.
But I mean, it is sonically gorgeous.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So,
would you mute me for a second again while I switch?
You got it. Muted. Okay, you're back.
Nice. Well, I feel like what for you is the ocean is for me is the forest.
Oh, there you go.
I love the forest. I love the Scandinavian forest specifically. It's just so gorgeous with moss, and there's a lot of mythical elements to a lot of the Scandinavian forests. It's like, no one. I don't think anyone actually believes in like trolls, but it's just like. You just talk about the trolls in the forest, as if they're real, because that's kind of how you grow up. Huh. And
I would love to know a little bit more about like Scandinavian mythology.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much. Everything is rooted in nature.
Yeah.
So it's all about nature, and it's not as much ocean, but it is forest because obviously there's huge forests.
Right.
But yeah, I think it has to do with like there's a few children's authors also that during the 20th century or throughout the 20th century really perpetuated this idea of the forest being a magical place, and then there's not just Swedish mythology, but there's Finnish mythology and Norwegian mythology and Icelandic mythology. There's so much that just kind of comes together and is this big mix of things, and it's really fun.
Right on.
So yeah. So I This is actually the song that's going to be released on October 6th.
Oh, sweet.
And it got a little bit of traction on TikTok, and that was really fun, and that was a really good motivator for me to get going with this album and stuff last year. So
Very
cool.
Yeah.
So and it's called From the Outside. I do believe that the only way in is out. I get quiet when they seem to shout. My mind is on the forest floor, sending thoughts to the ether. They gave me choices, but I wasn't really free to choose. Set myself up to lose. And when they said live or die, I said neither. You said nowhere fast, I say someday soon. I'm not running, I'm finding my stride. I know I'll see the trees of the forest from the outside. And even when the danger's calling, the insides are falling, and I might have to break to bend. In the end, I've seen it all from the outside. I do believe that the only way out is in. Is it enough to win some sympathy lost on a winning cause of the great protector? Oh, how I relish masculinity in heels. We don't have time for feels or empathy. If you don't go to therapy soon, you'll just end up a projector. You said motherhood, I say menarche. I'm not running, I'm finding my stride. I know I'll see the trees of the forest from the outside. And even when the danger's calling, the insides are falling, and I might have to break to bend in the end. And if it all comes crashing down, and I never quite make it out, that's when I'll pack up my life and I'll settle down somehow, saying at least I tried, and I'll have stories on my side. I'm not running, I'm finding my stride. I know I'll see the trees of the forest from the outside. And even if I come home with broken bones, at least I may have learned to mend. 'Cause in the end, I'll have seen it all from the outside.
I love your voice, and just like your whole writing style is very like, I don't know. I love it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah. But like, I don't know, something about like your voice and the dulcimer combined just like immediately like brings my blood pressure down and just like relaxes me. I'm like,
Oh, nice. Fucking love that.
yeah.
Aw, thank you, Johnny. Thank you. So it's so cool to have a chat and everyone's here and
Yeah.
just hanging out.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like my favorite thing. It's why I live stream a lot, because they're pretty cool. And,
Nice.
you know, I get to play music, and Wednesdays, you know, it's one of my favorite. It felt like being in a forest.
Nice. Yeah.
But yeah, this show has been, it's usually the highlight of my week because I get to hang out with amazing, you know, singer-songwriters, and we just like hang out and play music for each other and chat and like, you know, have other cool people in the chat watching, and I get to share the music that I love with other people. So, win. All right. Right, Johnny? I'm with you. Okay. So this song is called 15 Knots, and it is inspired by a true story. What's up, Infrared Spectre? How's it going? A friend of mine, technically my sister's ex-boyfriend's dad. Yep. He told me this story. He and his wife actually, they'll still come out whenever I am playing in the San Diego area. And she actually made quilts for both my sister's children, even though she and her son never, you know, they broke up. So she's like, well, you may have broken up with him, but you didn't break up with me. But they are just wonderful people. And so he told me this story about when he was in the Navy, and he was on a ship, and they were, the ship was called the USS Howell, and they were, it was about midnight. They were in the middle of the Indian Ocean, going about 15 knots towards the Philippines. So 15 knots is roughly 17.26 miles per hour, or 27.74 kilometers per hour. And all of a sudden, the fantail watch started screaming over the intercom. He tore off his headset, would not go back to his post, because he saw something rise up out of the water, land on the handrail on the back of the ship, stare at him for a few minutes, and then fly off into the night. Creepy, right? But it happened again a few years later on a different ship with a completely different crew, same area of the ocean, about the same time at night. Same thing happens. The only person on both ships was my friend who told me the story. So I was like, first of all, don't go back. Second of all, I gotta write a song about that. Obviously. What's up, Andy Rebel? Welcome in. So, this is called 15 Knots. In a tavern on an island in the Arabian Sea, I met a man with a shadow on his face. And he asked me for a light and said, mind if I sit here, as he pulled a cigarette from its case. And he told me of his travels and the sights that he'd seen. I sat back as the smoke obscured my view, and I asked him if he'd ever been frightened at sea. He chuckled and cried, if you only knew. 15 knots towards the Philippines on a dark and foggy night. I saw it sitting on the stern in the glow of a flickering light, and I swore it looked straight through to my soul and flew to the sea below. And to this day my mind still screams 15 knots towards the Philippines. I looked upon the man with a skeptic's eyes, laughing as I said, no, I don't believe your lies. Though I must admit, it's a story to behold, but it's the tallest tale I've ever been told. 15 knots towards the Philippines on a dark and foggy night. I saw it sitting on the stern in the glow of a flickering light, and I swore it looked straight through to my soul, then flew to the sea below. And to this day, my mind still screams 15 knots towards the Philippines. I found myself on a dark and foggy night in the arms of the ocean, staring out upon the waves. And sure as I am standing here, telling you today, a figure on the stern was staring my way. Oh, 15 knots towards the Philippines on a dark and foggy night. I saw it sitting on the stern in the glow of a flickering light, and I swore it looked straight through to my soul, then flew to the sea below. And to this day, my mind still screams 15 knots towards the Philippines. Knots towards the Philippines.
Woohoo! That was so cool. See, if we were in a live round, I would have harmonized that beautiful vocal line. Mm-hmm. It's so nice.
Thank you.
That's also so haunting. Like, that whole story is so haunting.
Right? I was like,
crazy.
This has to be a song. Absolutely necessary. He told me another one too that I have yet to make a song about yet, but it will definitely happen.
I was gonna say, are you gonna give it away or not? Because like,
I mean, I can. It's a little more gruesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
it wasn't. I don't. That one was not. The other one he told me was not a personal story. That one was, but the second story that he told me that I have not written about yet was not a personal story. It was like about a ship that like had a second hull built around it, and like somebody died in between there, and like
oh shit.
Yeah, but he had like him and his hammer were still in between the double hull.
Yeah.
And then when they ripped it open, they found his body and the hammer, because people were like, what is that banging? What is that sound?
My God. That is so creepy.
Did I write about that? I think I actually might have. Now I'm thinking about it. I think I did. I think I did one day actually write about that. I'll have to find that and see if it's any good. Infrared Spectre just added The Lucky Ones by Helena Hallberg to the Indie Everywhere playlist on Spotify.
Holy shit, thank you so much.
That's so cool.
Awesome. The Lucky Ones was my I guess my latest release now. I have been a lot less folky than I am now in the past. I've done a lot of, because I in New York and I studied jazz, and it was a lot soulier music back then. So The Lucky Ones was kind of my last kind of jazz soul song that kind of went out into the ether before I took this turn. And I call the dulcimer my gateway drug to folk. And that's really that's really what happened. So cool. Well,
one more song each?
Yeah, totally.
Cool.
Okay.
Let's go.
Well, this is actually a song that I allow myself to play because unless somebody is from Switzerland, unless somebody is from the German-speaking part, the Swiss German-speaking part of Switzerland, and unless they grew up there, they have, I don't think anybody's really heard this song before. And I carry it with me usually because it's, I try very much to connect my cultural the cultural sides of me with where I am currently, and that includes dulcimer, the dulcimer sphere that I live in now. And so this song is called Ewige Liebe, which is Swiss German for love that lasts forever. And I rearranged it for the dulcimer because, like I said, I want to have it with me. And I was very hesitant in the beginning to sing stuff in my other languages because I was like, oh, well, Americans aren't really, really not really interested in that. But then it was the exact opposite. People were so curious and they wanted to hear it, and they wanted to go check it out afterwards and hear the original and everything. So this is a song called Ewige Liebe. Nimm mich in den Arm und drück mich fest an dich und lass mich nicht mehr los. Ich hänge mich grad an dir auf, weil's einfach so gut tut. Ich hab dich gern, ich brauche dich, ja ich bin süchtig nach dir. Doch Garantie kann ich dir keine geben, dass es für immer so wird sein. Ewige Liebe, das wünsche ich dir. Ewige Liebe, das wünsche ich mir. Ewige Liebe, nur für uns zwei. Ewige Liebe, fühl mich bei dir daheim. Sag nicht für immer und sag nicht mir, ich hänge alles an dir auf. Dein Blick hat eingeschlagen in mein Herz, du hast mich zum Brennen gebracht, getroffen von dem Stromstoß. So gut tut, würde ich alles machen, alles tun, alles für dich geben, du lässt mich nicht mehr los. Ewige Liebe, das wünsche ich dir. Ewige Liebe, das wünsche ich mir. Ewige Liebe, nur für uns zwei. Ewige Liebe, fühl mich bei dir daheim. And I did actually translate this song into English. I'm going to try to remember the words. They kind of escape me sometimes. Take me in your arms and hold me tight and don't ever let me go. I'm getting so obsessed with you. Yeah, da 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 da. No, I forgot the words. Forever love. That's what I wish for you. Your love forever. I wish it for me too. Our love forever. Only just for us. I forgot all the words. I don't even remember the translation. Ewige Liebe, das wünsche ich dir. Ewige Liebe, das wünsche ich mir. Ewige Liebe, nur für uns zwei. Ewige Liebe, fühl mich bei dir daheim.
So cool.
Yeah, it's a fun song. It's a beautiful song.
I think I recognized a word or two.
Nice.
Ich spreche.
Oh yeah, ich, yeah. Oh yeah. All that good stuff.
Very cool. I'm a big fan of just languages in general. I am currently learning Japanese.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yes, I am currently learning Japanese. I am not quite fluent in French yet, but I am getting closer. And I was actually able in France and Switzerland to communicate in French, which was very cool. So
Love that. That's
Alice yelled Shatner. That's why that happened. Yeah. So I think we are going to raid Octavia after this because it apparently is her farewell stream. Oh. Well, that's good. Leaving for good reasons. Her IRL musical pursuits have become a full-time thing, and she will not have time for Twitch going forward. That's good. There we go. So this song, I basically say that it's basically about lesbian French spies who don't know that the other person is a spy until the second verse ish, and then like in the bridge is like, oh yeah, okay. You'll actually understand the lyrics.
Nice.
Which is cool, because most people are like, I have no idea what you're saying, but it sounds cool. So, yeah, it's called Reste loin de moi. Stay away from me. Oh, good. You got the other postcards. Sweet. Je me souviens de ce jour. J'étais musicienne lors d'une fête et j'ai fait quelque chose que je regrette. J'ai vu ta bouche peinte en rouge, j'ai vu tes yeux et je suis tombée amoureuse. Reste loin de moi, chérie, à moins que ton amour soit vrai, à moins que ton amour soit vrai. Reste loin de moi, chérie, si je ne te reverrai jamais, si je ne te reverrai jamais, reste loin de moi. 2 semaines plus tard, au château de Chimbaud, j'étais suspicieuse. Je t'ai revue faire semblant d'être une serveuse. J'ai vu ta bouche peinte en rouge, j'ai vu tes yeux et je suis tombée amoureuse. Encore. Reste loin de moi, chérie, à moins que ton amour soit vrai, à moins que ton amour soit vrai. Reste loin de moi, chérie, si je ne te reverrai jamais, si je ne te reverrai jamais, reste loin de moi, reste loin de moi, reste loin de moi. À travers la pièce, j'ai attrapé ton regard et tes yeux m'ont raconté une histoire d'intrigue et de romance. Tu m'as mise en transe et j'ai appris tout ce qu'il y a à savoir. Reste loin de moi, chérie, à moins que ton amour soit vrai, à moins que ton amour soit vrai. Reste loin de moi, chérie, si je ne te reverrai jamais. Si je ne te reverrai jamais, reste loin de moi. Reste loin de moi. Ah, reste loin de moi.
Woohoo! Oh my god.
Yeah, so there's my
I love that song.
French
I feel like I've heard it. Did you play it yesterday?
I did not.
Maybe I came across it on TikTok and I was like, oh my god.
Oh, maybe.
Girl?
Yeah. I did post it on TikTok.
Oh, nice.
And on
I love it.
Instagram.
That's awesome. I love that.
Thanks.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. I'm very impressed linguistically. I get to a point where I'm like, I learned all these languages when I was a kid, and then it's like, I'm too old to learn anymore. So the fact that you're learning all these new ones are very cool. It's very cool.
Yeah. I don't think you're ever too old to learn more.
Well, it just it takes a lot more effort to do it the older you get.
Yeah.
Which is a little.
That's true.
That's why I'm impressed, because I'm like, oh, it takes so much dedication. Also, like a language like Japanese is probably not easy to begin with.
No, Japanese is not easy. And you have to learn, multiple different writing systems as well.
Right.
So like there's hiragana and then katakana and kanji, and it's just lots. Kana, yeah. So, I can now sound out hiragana, and I'm working on katakana.
Nice.
And then I can actually learn some more phrases and stuff, because eventually I'm going to get to a point where it's going to be in only written in hiragana, katakana, whatever. So I'm actually looking forward to that day, because I feel like there's like certain things that are like milestones, and that is very rewarding for me. So it's like, once I can sound out all of the symbols,
Yeah.
then I'm like, ooh, all right, leveled up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's pretty cool.
That's something fun to work on.
Right. And also like, next, not this, obviously not this fall, but next year. So one of the girls that I went to Europe with, she actually used to live in Japan for a while. And she's like, why don't we go to Japan for fall of 2024 for like a tour there? And I'm like, hell yeah. I'll start learning Japanese now. I've got like a year or so, just to start. So I'm going to try.
That's awesome.
And so my Duolingo streak, I was learning, French on Duolingo, and then I switched to Japanese. I have 1,074 days streak on Duolingo.
Holy crap. See, that's the kind of dedication I'm too lazy for nowadays. I'm like, it was so much easier when I was a kid. I would just walk, it's a fucking sponge.
You're right.
Nowadays with the Duolingo, it's impressive.
Thanks.
I'd say.
Thanks.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me and sharing your music. This was
thanks for having me.
Wonderful.
This is so much fun.
Yeah.
I've been sleeping on the Twitch community. That much is very clear. Because this has been so cool, and really feeling like you all are in the room with us is really cool.
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah. So we are going to raid Octavia. I'll send you a link in case you want to check her out.
Oh yeah.
She's awesome. It's literally twitch.tv/8VIA. But apparently this is her last stream. She's taking a step away from Twitch because she's not going to be able to have time for it with her new musical endeavors. So, good reasons.
Yeah.
Not bad things, but Trevor wants to know when your first Twitch stream is. If she does, I'll definitely help her.
Thank you, because I'm gonna need all the help.
Absolutely, and I will let you all know, of course. And Prestige wants to know: is there significance with the mushroom?
Oh, I don't know how much I can say on Twitch about, but I think that's all I need to say, right?
Yeah, I think that's all you need to say.
Yeah, Switzerland has good one of these.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Cool.
Yeah.
I did not know that. I will know that next time I go to Switzerland.
Yeah, there's people actually who who hike in the Alps and look specifically for the cybacillin in the cow poop because
Yeah.
apparently it's
Yep.
like ultra nutritious and provides some
Yeah.
very good.
My mom used to do that in Washington.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. But she also, noticed that I have my moon, so she's like, "Well, I have a light up sign too, so
Nice.
let me light up my mushroom."
Yep, that's right. That's exactly right. Yeah.
Yeah, Trevor, you can start the raid now, and we've got a raid
Fun.
call. So if everybody would like to copy the raid call, we will go into Octavia's stream and be like, "Hello, we love you, and have a great time." And yeah,
Thanks
my
so
raid call
much.
is your stream is now haunted by Auburn. So
Wow.
yeah, there we go.
That's so cool. Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I will see you next time.
Yeah,
I am going to
sounds
send
great.
you a link
Cool.
so you can check out Octavia. And
Yeah.
yeah,
Absolutely.
I will see you
Cool.
next
Yeah,
time.
around.
Yeah,
Yeah,
around.
for sure.
On
All
Tix
right.
online for sure,
Oh yeah, and IRL is too, I'm sure.
Yes, everybody get your tinfoil hats on. Here we go. We're going to go raid. All right. Have a great night. Thank you so
too.
much.
Have a great night, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Boop-a-doo.